Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video. So before I get into it, I just want to say go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I am trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's my new goal. Hopefully I can reach it, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, go ahead and do that. Now, this tier list is going to be very, I think, opinionated. Free-to-play characters are either good or they're bad. Like there's a couple that might be in between, but majority of the time it's either like, yeah, they're good or they're bad, right? Because they're free to play characters. So a lot of people may just be a little unsure, how they keep up in terms of meta. But I'm just gonna, make a tier list based on how I feel that each of these characters perform in the game and their overall usage. So we'll see how this tier list is in the end. Again, don't kill me in the comment section. I know a lot of people have opinions, so just watch the video. Just watch the video and hear my explanations for each of the units. So I guess we'll just start with SR Aaron, right? Now, SR Aaron, he's very good. I honestly think he is better than his SSR counterpart. His SSR counterpart kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie, because he really just doesn't provide much. However, this Aaron is very, very good. They gave him Derriere's skill 2, where he increases his basic stats and evades. He does increased damage against unknown units, so that's very, very good. He also cancel stances and buffs on his first skill, and then his ultimate is very, very hard hitting. So I think it's a very, very good card, and honestly he's B tier. In terms of free to play units, he is B tier, guys. I think he's very, very good. I think he just performs very well. So all in all, a very, very, just decent free to play character, and he's an SR at that, so that's pretty impressive, right? Now, Fraudrin. My boy Fraudrin, I'm sorry to say, he is pretty much in the lowest tier of free-to-play units. It's just, when he came out, he was good. When he came out, arguably he was probably an A or S because of how, just how he worked. Nowadays, he just does not perform well at all. His main goal is to seal the enemy's ult gauge in PvP. Also, his passive is only useful in PvP, right? His main thing is to seal their ultimate move gauge. All the units out now just out CC him naturally, right? Even if you run an HP and defense set on him, natural units just out CC him. That's it. Even Matrona literally out CCs Fraudrin if you have her built up with an HP and defense set. So yeah, keep that in mind, right? Fraudrin really doesn't provide much in the game, man. He can extort, but it's like he has no damage output. He can remove buffs on his second skill, and AoE removes buff, which is fine for facing off against Goddess Elizabeth, but otherwise people don't really buff themselves up that much anymore, right? I mean, assault mode does, but assault mode is literally going to eviscerate this Fraudrin even without the buffs because he's so weak. It's crazy. It is crazy. Unfortunately, I did put him in the lowest tier. No one really uses green Fraudrin. If you say you use green Fraudrin, either you're low tier in PvP or you're lying. That's it. I'm not taking nothing else but that. So yeah, unfortunately, my boy Fraudrin is in D tier. Now, Matrona, I'm gonna put in D tier as well. She doesn't really do anything. Her passive is really good. I think it actually is really, really good because she does increase, I believe it's the basic stats of giant race, right? So she increases the basic stats of giant race by what, 25%? I think it was 25%, right? So yeah, she increases giant allies basic stats by 25%, but you can't use it in PvP, which I think does hurt her because you can run her in the back. So that does hurt her a lot that she can't use that in PvP. I think honestly they should update it because Ram literally has the same passive just at 20% and she can be ran in PvP. I don't think Matrona having a 5% 5% difference should matter at all, because Matrona, if we look at her, just her skills alone, it's not really that great. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, not really that great. She disables attack skills with her single target skill. She does have an AoE remove buff, just like Green Fraudrin does. And then she also has a single hitting target, ultimate skill, which decreases skill ranks. So I don't think, if they update it to her actually being able to have a passive in PvP, would have hurt her at all. I think it would have been fine, right? I think she actually would have been A-okay. But it is what it is, right? Unfortunately, she can't be used in PvP, and that's just how it is, and no one really runs her in PvE content. So I'm going to have to put her in a D tier, right? Now, Hawk. I am going to put Hawk actually in B tier. Hawk actually isn't that bad. When special events come out, Hawk gets buffed up by, I think it's instead of 15% he normally gets, it's, what, 50? So, yeah, he's actually not the worst, like, character. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So he increases all his stats by 15%. It goes up to 50%, right? You just can't use it in PvP, but it still can be useful. I mean, he does have Explode, he has Pierce, so it can somewhat be useful, but I'll just put him in B for now. Honestly, if you wanted to move him to C when he's not buffed, I wouldn't argue with that. In fact, you know what? Either or works. I'll put him in C. I will put him in C for now. When he gets buffed, obviously he's in B tier. Blue hellbroom. Blue hellbroom. Yeah, I'm gonna put my boy Blue hellbroom in D tier. Blue hellbroom's not that great. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. He's not good at. I don't even really think he's good at all. So he can heal, right? He can remove debuffs and heal. That's it. That's literally all he does. He has very low CC. His passive sucks. Increases HP related stats by 5% per each surviving ally. So, 10% at max. What? Like, what are they thinking? Like, what the hell are they actually thinking? That's terrible. So what? Recovery rate, he gets a 10% increase? What? Like what? Regeneration 0%. Like, what? I don't get it. What were they thinking? I mean, I get he's free. What? Like, what? It's just, he doesn't do anything. He has no use in the game at all. Like, it's so sad, right? It's just sad, but yeah, he's D tier for sure. Like, for sure. In fact, he might like, low-key, no, I'll do this. I'll do this. Oh, man, it's just sad. Now, Hendrickson. I guess you could put Hendrickson in S or A. He is good. He does have his passive, which increases attack debuff skills by 50%, which is very good. He also can farm. Like, he does have a little bit of farming viability. It's just more so for like farming anvils and stuff like that. So I guess you could put him in S in terms of free-to-play units. So I wouldn't really argue with that fact. He is good. I'm not gonna lie. He is good. Right? He's good. So Arthur. Arthur's definitely S. In fact, he's probably, in my opinion, the best free-to-play unit so far. Just in my opinion, right? He's probably the best free-to-play unit. I guess you could say for PvE, by far. Like, he is really, really good. His passive is amazing. He has a very good, skill 2 AoE. Very, very nice. He can disable buff and debuff skill single target, unfortunately, but it's still very good. His substats are nice. I think he's all around just a very good unit. Just a very, very powerful and useful unit, right? Green Arthur. When he came out, I was like, yeah, he's definitely probably the best free-to-play unit in the game. So, very, very good. His passive, again, he's really just used for his passive, not gonna lie. You can't run him on the back, of course. He has to be on the front, but still good because he increases allies damage dealt by 35% and then decreases damage taken by 35%. So if you run him with defense units, they're literally not gonna get touched. So it's really, 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 really amazing that they made him the way they did. But yeah, so Arthur, very good. Denzel. See, I was having a really hard time with this. I think I will put him in C. He's just like in terms of like just overall skill set, it's not the best. It really isn't. I don't think he's the absolute worst, but I don't think he's like on the level of Blue Aaron. I really don't think so. People don't use Denzel at all, pretty much. He does have a very good stance card, like Dead Man's Revenge. That's good, but like you kind of have to set it up. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if you wanted to put him in B, you could, but I personally I think he's just I think he's in C tier. So yeah, that's where I'll leave him, just in C. Now Jim, my boy Jim is very, very good. I honestly would put him in S because he's just, I don't know, he's just good. Like, honestly, he's just very, very good. This direct hit is amazing. So this only works for collab heroes, but it's still good because he's a collab hero, right? So he's instantly gonna, you know, deal 40% more damage to anyone that has that, you know, debuff on them, and then he poisons them as well. He can deplete alt move gauge. He can, you know, stun. He can just be ran in PvE. You know, he can be used in PvE content, except death matches. He cannot be used in deathmatch. So that's the only thing. So I will put him in S because I think he is just that good. He really just, he's just amazing. Like all around, he's amazing. Ram, same thing. I honestly would put Ram. Same thing. I would put her there. She's very, very good for the unknown race. You can run her in the back for PvE, even if you don't, you know, have a good PvP team. She can be ran for demons. Like, yeah, I guess she could be ran for Gray Demon, right? She could, but the Gray Demon can't be stunned. So that's the only thing that sucks. He can't be stunned. So instantly, like, she's not gonna really do much. But I mean, you could if you really wanted to, or if you just wanted to run her on the back for Merlin, you could. So she's very, very good in PvE. She's very, very good. Her ultimate is just amazing. Just increases attack related stats of all enemies. So all in all, very powerful free to play unit. These three right here are what I consider probably the trifecta of top tier free to play units. Like, just in all honesty, right? Just top tier. Top tier. Blue Diane. Probably. This is a tough one, but I think she's C. She aged. She aged. That's it. That's all I can really say. She just aged, right? My girl, she's she's unfortunately just not what she used to be in terms of free to play units. I mean, she does have a rupture card, but she doesn't have damage output. You know, she can disable attack skills, but I mean, it's single target. I mean, Diane is she just doesn't really do much. You know, she increases her attack by 6%, but it's only for a limit of 5 times. So, I mean, and it's at the end of every turn. She just aged, man. She just aged, unfortunately. This green Rimuru, yeah, D. King. I will put King in A. Personally, I think even Blue King has aged. Like, it's insane to think about, but even Blue King has aged a little bit because green units are very powerful nowadays, so they just completely, like, curb stomp him. No one runs him as much in PvE content as you might think. Maybe, final bosses, they do run him, fairly, a fair amount. Like he is still ran, don't get me wrong. He is still a very good unit for starter players, mid players. He's still good. I'm not trying to devalue him at all, because he still can cleanse debuffs. He can petrify. Like, he has a very good kit. I'm not gonna lie, he does have a very good kit. It's just, he just aged. Naturally, he aged, right? So it's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. He does have a very good ultimate. Shatter AoE ultimate, still very strong to this day. Again, heals, removes debuffs, and petrifies. So he's very good. He just is very squishy, right? Look at his crit resistance and crit defense. He's very squishy, so any damage with crits that he takes, he's literally going to feel the wrath. Like, the legit wrath of Green Merlin. He is going to die. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. He will die. So, yeah. He's squishy. No defense either, just naturally. So, very squishy. So, really can't compete with green units nowadays. Before, there was, no one really had setups to get around King's cleansing and stuff like that. But it's just, he aged. He aged. Green Halloween Gila. Actually, she is fairly good in terms of, like, what like her overall kit, but like how she performs itself, her damage sucks. Like it actually is atrocious. 18% pierce rate, 22% crit chance, 160. It's just so bad, man. So bad. She just have a charged single target, and then her AoE skill 2 decreases defense related stats, which can help her a little bit. But it's like with a crit chance of 22%, decreasing a defense related stats even by 30% really ain't gonna help you. It's not. That's just how it is. She also can decrease her damage taken by 4% per hero skill use, but that's really not that good. I'm gonna be completely honest, just not that good. So overall, I'll put her in C because she can still be useful, but not really. Benimaru, probably C as well, and then Green Lilia. I'm almost tempted to actually put Lilia. Oh, I forgot it's 2 L's. My bad. I am almost tempted to put Green Lilia in B. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you fight her, she actually can be pretty damn like tanky, because of the fact that her skills help her just tank more, right? Decreases attack related stats on a single enemy, and then she also decreases all enemies attack by 16%. So like she can be pretty useful. Also, for when she came out, her defense is actually not that bad. She has pretty good crit defense. However, her crit defense sucks, right? So I'm almost tempted, but honestly, she probably realistically is C. She just can't keep up with some of the new units nowadays, like, at all. So it's unfortunate, but I probably will put her in C. I don't think she's the worst of the worst free units. Again, global, I believe she was free. My boy Archice did say that for global, we got her for free. I think JP did as well. If I'm remembering correctly. We we got her for free. There was just a banner for her to come out. It was weird how they did it, right? It was a long time ago, so I don't remember all of it, but it was so stupid. But yeah, as far as the tier list goes, I actually think this is a pretty like damn near perfect tier list. I'm not gonna lie. Again, free to play characters are easy to kind of judge. Again, they're either good or they're bad. There's like a few that maybe but literally most of them are either they're good or they're bad. That's it. Like, they're good or they're bad. Benimaru, you can honestly move him down to D, but I'll move him down to D. He doesn't have much. I'm gonna be honest, he doesn't have much. But as far as that, so literally overall, there's only 6 units that are literally worth investing in for free to plays, and it's these guys. The rest, like, you don't really have to do jack with them, like, at all. Like, they're fine. They're fine where they're at. If they stay level 1 SSR in your box, it is what it is. But like, being up, these are the units you want to work on for free to play characters, right? These are definitely the units you want to work on. But yeah, as far as that goes, that's it, man. Hopefully this tier list was pretty accurate. Hopefully I explained myself thoroughly. If you did watch, if you didn't watch and just comment, I'm probably not even gonna give you the time of the day, so keep that in mind. But yeah, very pretty accurate tier list, if I had to say so myself. But again, if you did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and you guys already know, as always, I will see you all next time.